Good afternoon, members of the faculty, administration, staff, and student body. My name is Holly Shadoyan. I'm the Vice Provost for Undergraduate Affairs. To the families able to join us today, your daughters and sons are starting an amazing journey here at Rick. We're glad you could join us. To first-year students and new transfers, our new anchors, you made a great choice in deciding to attend Rhode Island College. This year's freshmen come from 14 states and 200 different high schools. New transfers are from 9 states and 100 different colleges and universities. This convocation serves as your official welcome into the college's academic community, so welcome. A number of your orientation leaders and transfer navigators are also here to welcome you to the start of the semester. Many of them are out here in the audience. If they would just wave. We know we got at least some waves, and some are helping out in the back. Thank you. You may also notice the fabric squares hanging alongside the quad. These are the diversity squares our first-year students created during orientation. They serve as a reminder of the college's commitment to diversity and inclusion. We want you to become familiar with administrators, faculty, and staff who are here for you. So a few introductions now of several RIC administrators, more to come. I'll ask each of them to stand and wave as I introduce them, and you can meet them during the social that follows convocation. Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Sue Perlmutter. Associate Vice President for Community, Equity, and Diversity, Ana Cano Morales, also a grad of our MSW program. And brand new to the Student Success Division, Associate Vice President, Dr. Ducha Hang. And Assistant Vice President and new Dean of Students, Dr. Tamika Wardlow Williams. Now a little bit more about the wristbands that you're wearing. I have white and light blue because my RIC majors, light years ago, were English and secondary education. Before I introduce our next speaker, I have a little school pride test just for the deans, faculty, and new students. This will help you make connections at the social event which follows. So introducing the deans, Dr. Earl Simpson. Would all new students, Dr. Simpson, please stand. Would all new students and faculty wearing a white FAS, Faculty of Arts and Sciences wristband, please raise your wristband hand. Now take a quick look around, and these are all folks you can connect with and know that you're part of the same school. Okay, hands down. And you can sit down. Dr. Jerry August from the School of Education, Feinstein School of Education and Human Development. Those wearing a light blue band, please raise your hands. Dr. Deb Cervello, Interim Dean of the School of Nursing. Let's see all those School of Nursing's apricot bands. There has been a discussion and much consternation over the color for the School of Business, which is taupe. However, the Dean of the School of Business has asked that we refer to it as coffee milk. So with the students wearing the coffee milk wristband, please raise your hand and welcome Dr. Jeff Mello, Dean of the School of Business. Yeah, that was the coffee milk. Dr. Jane Nimagata is the Interim Dean of the School of Social Work, small but mighty. We need to see the hands of faculty and new students wearing a citron band from the School of Social Work. There are a few of you. Finally, if we all raise our hands, faculties and deans from all schools raise our wristband, along with those freshmen wearing, if there are any of you here, with the burgundy band. It means you're exploring, and those are all the options you have to connect with any of us while you're here. A few quick tips as you start your classes. Please check and read your RIC email regularly. It is an official form of communication for the college. Go to class and be an active participant. I know it sounds like a no-brainer, but it really does help get you better, or help you earn better grades. Check out the current students link at the top of the RIC homepage. There's lots of valuable information there. Every major at RIC has an academic roadmap online that shows a semester-by-semester plan to help you complete your degree, along with the work that you'll do with your faculty advisor. And here's a quick summary of why you're really here today. And yes, sometimes we do things a little bit differently at Rhode Island College. I'd like to welcome you to RIC. Glad you're joining our community. You made a choice we can congratulate. You picked a college that's first rate. Push yourself and run. Be a big fish in a small pond. We urge you to participate in RIC. that's first rate. All students know that you can bond. Be a big fish in a small pond. We urge you to participate in Rick. College that's first rate. Join a club or an organization. Study in some other nation. In turn to gain an edge. Whoa, oh, oh, profs here are scholars who also inspire. They'll mentor and help you reach higher. Connect with them early on. Can help for grad school. Like to welcome you to RIC. Glad you're joining our community. You made a choice, we can congratulate. You picked college, that's first rate. First your students know that you can bond. Be a big fish in a small pond. We urge you to participate in Rick. College, that's first rate. Whoa, whoa. College, that's first rate. Whoa, whoa. College, that's first rate. Now for some more official greetings. I want to introduce someone special to you that you all need to get to know. He's now entering his junior year after 2 spectacular years at Rick. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce the 10th president of Rhode Island College, Dr. Frank Sanchez.
Thank you, Holly. It is my junior year. Good afternoon. All right, well, you know, as we kick off this beginning of the year, it's always exciting for me to think about the talent and the real potential that's actually sitting here right now. You know, what's fascinating about your potential is that you actually all have equal chances of succeeding at college. When you think about it, there's been about 30 years of people studying why college students succeed. What's fascinating about all those studies of characteristics and qualities is that none of them have anything to do with intelligence. If you think about it, for example, a Harvard professor, he studied students for the last 30 years, Richard Light. You can look this up. What he found, he wanted to know the big difference between why students succeeded and why they failed. And he found one difference after 30 years of study. He surveyed hundreds of thousands of college students all over the country. He actually interviewed thousands of administrators all over the country, and he found one difference between why students succeeded and why they failed. The ability to manage time. It was the ability to manage your time to engage with your collegiate experience. There are studies now that are looking at grit. Some of you may have heard this term, grit, or resilience. It's this ability to overcome the challenges, whether it's a tough roommate, a difficult professor, or maybe tough financial situation. But those students that have this level of grit, this level of determination, studies are clear. It isn't about intelligence. It's about your ability to overcome. You know, I've been doing this for about 25 years in higher ed. I actually have my own theory of why I think college students succeed. In fact, I think there are very specific things that you can do that will dramatically improve your chances of success. And it's these things. Those students that spend time and energy developing and finding their professional strengths, talents, and passions, those students will have a much higher likelihood of succeeding and eventually graduating than students that don't. So in the end, whether you're impacted in your success because of how you manage your time, or maybe your level of grit or resilience, or to what degree you're invested in your own strengths and talent, your success is completely dependent on how you want to engage with the collegiate experience. And I got to tell you, it is my hope that while you're at Rhode Island College, you will take intelligent risks, and that you will try new things, and more importantly, that you will redefine and define yourself. If you don't do it now, during your college years, folks, when are you going to do it? And so welcome to Rhode Island College. We are so excited you're coming to the institution this fall, and congratulations, and we'll see you this fall. Thanks so much.
Thank you, President Sanchez. She is a dancer, an educator, and choreographer who danced with the Cleo Parker Robinson Dance Ensemble, toured and performed in the U.S. and Canada, and taught overseas for 2 years. An active learner, which we hope all of you will be, she continues her studies at numerous workshops and institutes and has research interests in codified modern techniques and African American experience in concert dance. Her BFA in dance is from Towson University, and her MFA in dance is from the University of Colorado at Boulder. In addition to teaching dance, she has also taught in our first-year seminar program. Starting her 5th year at Rhode Island College, I am delighted to introduce newly promoted Associate Professor of Dance, Jessica Pearson, to deliver the Convocation faculty address. Jessica.
Good afternoon. Oh my. Good afternoon. So thank you, Holly, for this introduction and for asking me to speak today. The quick version of how I ended up here today is that I followed my passion. My parents put me in dance when I was about 5 because I had a lot of extra energy, and that passion continued all the way until I was an adult. And as I was thinking about what to say, I thought about where I was in my first year, moving in to Towson University, 5 hours away from home, and I was like, well, how can I connect to these students? And technology came to mind. And when I was entering my first year, cell phones looked like this. A very small screen and no text messaging. At that time, one cell phone plan was about $50 to $80 per month. You got 400 to 600 minutes. Nights and weekends were free, no text messaging, no internet, and I was one of my only few friends that actually had a phone. And the only reason that I did is because I spent my summers in New York, and my parents were really interested in keeping tabs on me every night, making sure I was in. And during my college experience, the majority of the time, I tried to take gen eds that really interest me, and I value that, and I hope you will too. I also took the easiest math course. I went to the writing center often, spent nights rehearsing for performances. I was an orientation leader. I didn't have a car. I rarely missed class. I lived on campus. I didn't get along with my roommates freshman or junior year. And I got 2 grades in 2 courses that I'm really not proud of, but it's on my transcript. That's okay, but I still graduated with honors. I had a lot of fun doing non-academic activities, and you can fill in the blank of what you think that is. And I'm truly friends with people that I met during my time at Towson, still to this day. And I'm here to say all that to you, to let you know that us adults who you will be in conversation with in and outside of the classroom really understand where you're coming from. We just did not drop on this earth yesterday as adults with degrees. Yeah, we went through this college experience, and we know what this college thing is all about from your perspective. So when I was crafting this speech, I had some sayings that came in my head that weren't mine, so I have to give credit where credit is due. And this next section is titled Things That I Know For Sure, and that's an Oprah saying from the O magazine. So I realized that I really had to speak about what I know and what I have lived. I know about training. In dance, you train as an individual and as an ensemble or a group. Similar to training for an Olympic athlete or a marathon runner. You don't just train for a couple weeks, you train for a couple years. And once you compete, you might take a day off, maybe 2, and then you're back to training again for the next competition. Your time at RIC is a training ground to mold the whole person. Yes, you will major in a discipline or 2, but your brain is being trained to think in new ways. Each reading assignment, essay you write, video you watch, experiment you complete, lecture you attend is your daily training. You are building your employability muscle. And I encourage you not to take that for granted. Even if it's a course or assignment, you're like, what am I going to do with this in the future? I guarantee there's something about that course or that assignment that will be nestled in your being and will be used in the future. I'm not from Rhode Island, but many people that I talk to that I've learned to call this place home, they have a connection to Rick. And when people have a connection to Rick, they care. People tell me, oh, I got my 2 degrees here, or my father has, or my husband has. So Rick is really cared about when it comes to this state. And as faculty, we choose to work here, and we care about our students. We want our students to succeed, and we want Rick to be seen as in a positive light and have a campus community that reflects those values. So my next section is entitled The Countdown. These are lessons I know that you will need to be successful during your college experience and beyond. And these lessons are in no particular order. Say yes to something that challenges you or scares you. I was asked to do this speech via email from Holly, and I don't know what kind of stark face I had while reading that email over and over again, but it was definitely a challenge for me to get up here and to speak and think about all summer what I was going to say to you today. Continue to participate in things and activities that matter to you, whether that is attending a place of worship, spending time with your family, participating in sports or student government, continuing to work out, or join or start a club. Get a calendar. Whether it be electronic or hard copy, put your assignments in it, put the due dates in it, set your alarm on your phones or your computers, do whatever you need to do to remember what you need to get done. Your first draft of your writing assignment is not a masterpiece. You are here to build your writing skills, and hopefully the way I think about it is your time here, you're really building those skills so that when it's time to apply for that dream job or for graduate school, it's not a chore, right? And since your first draft is not a masterpiece, you get that draft looked at, you get feedback, and then you go back and work on a second draft and maybe a third and a fourth. And if you get yourself into the discipline of doing that, then it's a no-brainer once you leave here. Take care of yourself. I'm really guilty of this in my department. Make sure you're eating more than 1 meal a day. It's needed. Make sure you're getting quality food. Do activities that you enjoy, get plenty of sleep, and read for pleasure. When and where are you best productive? Yeah, so when it's time to do your homework or a large project, are you good at working at Starbucks or in your dorm room, or do you need to go someplace else with less distractions? And there are many places across campus that you could work and meet people to study. And this lovely building behind us, once it's finished, will have some great student studying space. Know where you're going, and I mean that literally. Go to all your classrooms before the first day of class. Know where they are, have a plan on where you're parking, and leave on time, if not even a little bit earlier. And the last thing, be professional. Send emails with salutations and closings. Be prepared for class. Turn your homework in on time, if not early. Arrive 10 minutes early to class. Ask questions of your peers and your professors. In dance, we have a saying that for every minute of performance that you see on stage, there was at least an hour of rehearsal. We don't just attend rehearsals. We take dance classes, we train, we cross-train, maybe yoga, Pilates, going to the gym. We do research on the content of the dances we are portraying on stage or researching the choreographers or dance companies we are working with. We are in the studios having rehearsals, doing costume fittings, and then when the performance is near, we get into the theater and have tech rehearsals and dress rehearsals. I compare your journey to Rhode Island College to the ultimate rehearsal. Each day and each course, and every experience you have on and off campus, you are gaining the tools and knowledge that will help you be productive citizens and employable when you graduate. There will be experience that you will have that you recall in your future endeavors, and there will be some that will be stored away that will surface as a reflex or an instinct. There will be challenges along the way, and this is an opportunity to learn strategies to overcome those challenges that life sends you. This is your training ground, and how you overcome it is what you will be working on here. I find that students often choose career paths that have a certain salary, that certain salaries equal success, but I challenge you. What do you want to do with your life? What does your perfect day look like? How can that certain salary, enjoying going to work, and love what you do all fit into one package? Your training here at Rick, your daily coursework, plus the opportunity that is in your future equals you being successful in that endeavor. I wish you an enjoyable and successful first year at Rhode Island College. The staff, faculty, and administrators are here for you. Please do not suffer in silence. If you're experiencing turmoil, please reach out to us for help. We all here want you to succeed, and we are here to help. Thank you.
I'm going to stand this tall to use the mic because our next speaker is even considerably taller than I am. Remember, just as Jessica said, do remember to ask questions, stay involved, ask for help whenever you need it. We're here for you. Your experiences at RIC will be a combination of academic and co-curricular experiences, and we are committed to your success. To share traditions and to close our program, I would like to introduce our dynamic Vice President for Student Success, who is also known for wearing the best socks on campus, Dr. Jason Merriweather. Dr. Merriweather.
Thank you, Mike. Can you hear me in the back? Under the tent, how we doing? Hey, Chad. Over in the shade, you good? Woo! All right, all right. So thank you. Oh, my goodness, Professor Pearson, that was amazing. Thank you so very much. Please, one more time, give our speaker applause. So, one piece of business we have to get out of the way. If you've been through orientation, you know this game. Is there anyone here that's not following me on Instagram? All right, we need to solve that right now at Rick, R-I-C, VPSS. I'm not giving away swag today, but follow me anyway. And if you're not following me on Twitter, my new Twitter, at Rick, R-I-C, VPSS, solve that now. Cell phones out, cell phones out. All right, good to go, good to go. At Rick, R-I-C, VPSS, just to get that out of the way. All right, is there anyone now that's not following me on Twitter? All right, job well done. With that in mind, I want to just close out by thanking all of our dynamic faculty who are in the audience, who are here at socials, faculty and academic leaders on the stage. Can every faculty member stand if you're able, wave a hand. Just want to see all of our faculty who are spread out through here. Students, please give them a raucous applause. The faculty who are the greatest stewards of your education on this campus are tremendous partners to my team of colleagues in student success. Our work with academic affairs is designed to make sure that, as I say, you may party hard, you may stay up late, but most of all, our faculty are here to make certain that you graduate. For our new freshmen, you are here on the path to Saturday, May 14th, 2022. And for our transfer students, you may be on a date that is sooner, on that date, or beyond. And the partnership that Student Success has with faculty really plays out in 4 quick areas, and I'll be up and down. Number one, our job in student success is to partner with faculty and to provide programs and opportunities to supplement the academy, to make sure that your learning and engagement is designed to keep you on the path to walking across that stage, shaking hands and taking a photo with the president, and celebrating with your faculty and with your families one day. A few opportunities to supplement the academy along the way include, on October 4th, on Thursday, a program featuring Judy Shepard, the mother of Matthew Shepard. The National Hate Crimes Act, the Federal Hate Crimes Act was named the Matthew Shepard Act following the vicious death of Matthew Shepard. His mother, Judy Shepard, will be on campus on October 4th, and I encourage all of you to plan to attend and participate in that program, which she will talk about 20 years later, challenging colleges and universities across the nation to make sure that we celebrate all of our students. I also encourage you to be ready for the Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service, a community service project where students will be able to go across this great state to YMCAs, Boys and Girls Clubs, nursing homes, and beyond, to make it a day on and not a day off. A great day of service indeed, and we look forward to seeing you there. We're even going to have some fun because we just signed the contract today. And this fall in October, we will host in the Rec Center a pretty nice concert with an artist that some of you may know. Yes, indeed, Ty Dolla $ign is coming to Rhode Island College. Will I see you there? Well, somebody got excited. Was that your mother or was that you that got excited? That's all right. All right, so I look forward to seeing you there for the Ty Dolla $ign concert. But in reality, a lot of our work is designed to supplement learning. In addition to that, the work in student success in partnership with our faculty is also designed to support persistence, to make sure that on the path to graduation, you have help along the way. Our OASIS office, where there are opportunities for academic support, tutoring, supplemental instruction, writing, math, chemistry, biology. I cannot help you in chemistry and biology, but they can. All of that and beyond is available to you in the back of the library. In addition to our Learning for Life program, which is growing, we have a challenge over the next year to grow our Learning for Life program to make sure that every freshman who comes on this campus has a navigator for academic and social support and to grow that program. I said it out loud, Dr. Sanchez, that means I have to do it. In addition to that, supporting persistence, we also have with our faculty colleagues a shared vision. We are all pushing for your personal and individual success and to get you to completion, because at Rhode Island College, we want to have a culture of completion. We want to be an institution where it is no longer look to the left, look to the right, one of you will not be here in 4 years. We want to be a culture where every student graduates in 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it takes. It doesn't matter when, but that you graduate. And please keep in mind that student success for you is success for all of us. There's nothing that makes me happier than writing a letter of recommendation for you to go to graduate school, or to get some great job, or to get a job that will get you on the way to a great job, for an internship opportunity or something for experiential learning. We want to see you thrive, and your success is our success. I also want to share with you really quickly the legend of the anchor. One of our great traditions at Rhode Island College is to make sure that you get over there on the quad and get a picture with the anchor. The anchor has been an important symbol to Rhode Island College for over 80 years, dating back to the start of the college's athletics program. Are the athletes in the building today? Woohoo! Tying to our awesome athletic program with 21 varsity sports and dynamic intramural opportunities is for a Kentucky boy. I'm really excited that we even have equestrian here. The college anchor has been displayed on the quad in a variety of locations since the 60s. It's now located right over there in the landscape spot next to Donovan. The anchor is backed by a wrought iron fence and class plaques representing each of the classes currently enrolled at the college. The class of 2022 plaque for freshmen will be placed on the fence and remain there until your class graduates. The plaque will then be moved to Rick's Fruit Hill Avenue entrance to be displayed with plaques of earlier graduating classes, a lasting symbol of your degree achievement and attainment. For new transfers, again, while your graduating year may already be on the fence, we just know that one day your year will be there because you will graduate too. Legend also has it that touching the anchor brings great luck and, most importantly, academic success. Begin your first year on campus with a little luck and visit the anchor before or after you get your ice cream, which is another one of our great traditions, and you may even want to try it at exam time as well. The 2022 plaque, as I told you, will be displayed for the next 4 years, and it will be on that fence by the anchor. And for you new transfers, once again, I just want to keep in mind, don't let that keep you away. I now invite all of our students and families to join us for a meet and greet on the yard over here on the quad, and to make sure that you enjoy Rick's signature ice cream provided by our dynamic, wonderful, and spectacular team at Donovan Dining, which happens to be the largest student employer on Rick's campus. Make sure you have a treat. You can see a little bit more information in the program, but you got to make sure you have that ice cream. And save one for me. I also want to invite you to dinner, which will be tonight, beginning at 4:30. Everyone doesn't have to rush to Donovan or to use student nomenclature. You don't have to roll up in there all at one time. But with that in mind, coming back to decent English and proper language, with that in mind, you can take your time either at 4:30 or up until 6. You can go to Donovan for your dinner, and we again encourage our parents and families to stay and to enjoy dinner with your students, and or go ahead and go home. We got them. It's okay. For those parents who came to my session, those helicopter and or hurricane parents, you know who you are, and it's okay. You can go home. We've got them. It's okay. And one more thing, here's the plaque. Gotta hold it up, kind of heavy, didn't want to pick it up. And the ice cream is over there under the tents. Make sure you see our friends in Donovan. With that in mind, I thank you for attending our convocation. And as I go over to place your plaque on the fence, you are dismissed.